Hey guys, welcome. Okay, so we'll be doing the last part of the event story quest, and I decided to put it here on the opening because I am currently in the area, so I might trigger the story event as soon as I get on with it. Hopefully not, but just in case, just in case, you never know. Paimon might pop up and say something as usual.
Today's the final day of Thelxie's fantastic adventures! Let's go find Fermine at his camp!
I knew it. But wait, why is it? It's the lag. Wait, that's what I saw yesterday. What is that? Is that a puzzle? Oh, it says to go up, but what is this? Excuse me? Wait, why? I'm not... Wait just a minute. Let's close some stuff. What is this? It's so laggy. Potential energy orbs. Can receive from xenochromatic ball octopuses. And convert it into store energy that can be fired in the direction a character is facing when the energy flow is interrupted. The potential energy orb challenges usually exist alongside golden signs that can detect the presence of characters. Only when a character stands next to the golden sign will the targeting vertical for the potential orb appear. Okay. Okay, so that's...
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Anyways. I think I forgot... I think I forgot to at least claim this one, the commission, because I think that was the event that I was doing yesterday has for the past videos would go to the encounter points. Like, oh, I keep forgetting that there is that function now. Anyways, let's go. Hi, Thelxie. Oh, there we... Excuse me. Oh.
Hey, Fermine! Thelxie! We're here!
Hello, Paimon. Hello, traveler.
Is the crown ready?
Yes, we're just waiting for Zuria now. She hasn't arrived yet.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
It's just a short distance.
Traveler, Paimon.
Oh.
Oh, and speaking of...
Found you two at long last. I'm so glad that you both are all right.
Huh? Why are you here, Miss Delaroche? And what could have happened to us?
What could have happened? That water imp Thelxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
Oh?
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Fremine. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry, we'll help you get the fish back as soon as we're done with this job.
Oh, sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
Huh? Fremine? Diving? No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different account.
What?
What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this open stretch of water.
What?
He never came back. What
Wait.
could that be if not that water imp's work?
No, it's... Wait. A child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked. It's not a water imp's work. That child wouldn't have... Yeah, that child wouldn't have sunk at the bottom of the sea and drowned because of the seashells onto the body. Wait. Don't tell me that the child here is actually Zumina. What was her name? Was Zeus sign? Wait.
Are you sure?
100% sure. I've confirmed
That
the
was a
account
month
with
ago.
several veteran fishermen I know. The child was only 8 years old. His name was Lescaut. Lescaut d'Estray.
Wait, let's go to Stray?
That was definitely the child.
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father passed away from an accident many years ago. Well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Fontaine, and no one knows where she's gone.
It can't be, right?
Zuria. Oh no.
Let's go Destray? Zuria Destray?
So she really was mentally
It
ill.
must be some sort of a coincidence?
So she's the one who has the syndrome. Seems like we need to pay a visit to the Destry house.
I'm sorry, miss. We've got to go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll head back then. Please remember to take care.
It was definitely no water imp. Obviously from the sound of what the child did. Install allows one for Thelxie. The output will be smooth aside from the benefits are twofold. Not only does the warehouse at the House of Heart already many spare old motherboards, this approach will also make the language module compatible with the diving helmet's transcription module, allowing for quick and easy transcription and testing. As for the offset to the cipher, it will be set to 1 for convenience. I've hit a snag. I had planned to apply for a transcription module to use for Thelxie, and it would have been the same one as the one using the diving helmet, but the warehouse is out of stock. Seems like I'll have to make one from scratch using the one I have as a reference. I'll start looking into it, but it's unclear if I'll have enough time. Gosh. I've already spent more time than planned on this transcription module. The work on Thelxie's main body will be effective if I keep this. I'll have to put it on hold. Although the diving helmet can still be used to decipher Thelxie's output signal, it'll probably be unintelligible to everyone else. What a pity. I'm sorry for not being able to give you a voice, Thelxie. Well... we heading into another
Squall Fury.
another Inazuma
Following me.
like scenario? I mean, Inazuma is full of depression and well, yeah, all of those stuff. Wait, before we go there, let's first go
Quit following
and
me.
get the
Too slow.
waypoint. Just beside the house. I thought it was that patch. I thought it was the house down there, but it wasn't. Oh, what is this? Humongous hat jellyfish, an extremely elastic Fontanian creature that can suck in and launch characters into the air. It is said to be the final evolutionary form of hat jellyfish. The energy of the synchromatic ball octopus can sometimes be used to move them to other locations. Ball? Are they referring to the traveler's elemental ability?
Quit following me.
Okay. Got that. No, it's not. Whatever.
Excuse us. Is anyone here? Is this Madame Destray's place?
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent to report.
Who is the patient? But wait. Who is the doctor anyway, and what is his relation to Madame Destray? I mean, our client then said that she just suddenly disappeared from the Fontaine Court, and how is it that...
This is the residence of Zuria Destry, and I'm Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but he's... Well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness.
That's
Are
right.
you her friends, by any chance?
Excuse me, doctor. I mean, do you not know that she's been going
when she had
down?
requested time to go out over the past few
Yeah.
days, it was so she could spend them with you.
What I don't get it is, how could you just let her go off on her own? Yeah, with someone with that kind of illness.
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself? She believes her son is still alive?
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time. That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
Okay, where was I?
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was so lovely, and she even told us to stay optimistic. But you're saying
Well, there was something weird with
Those
the way she was
actions are
talking.
proof that she can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Yeah, she did come off saying things in a weird way, you know, like how we have to think that everything is real when it's when we're just only yeah.
Then
That's one way of
all the other
spiraling out
things
of
that she told
control.
us about her son, were those fake too?
No, those were all real. Although they were all things that happened before the
he
young
died,
master
I
left us
guess.
for good.
Yeah.
Madame's time has just never moved forward since his passing.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
But the question is, how could Fremine not know that that Zuria has actually been gone missing from the Fontaine Court? I mean, it wouldn't have spread news if it wouldn't have spread news that she has gone missing from the Fontaine Court, right? So how is Zuria now?
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll.
Yeah.
She even
has
began
been
discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well, until last night.
Something
She
probably
spent a whole
triggered.
night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more. I prescribed some sedatives, and she's currently resting.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can do.
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth and the children who lived in it.
Well,
Those
since we
patients
already
and
started,
what their doctors said back then. What if... Dr. Jalacan, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Dr. Jalaka.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
Well, since we've already started, we may as well
Yes.
finish it, right?
This is it.
We still need to finish the adventure in the picture book?
That's right. If what Dr. Jalacan said was true, the past few days have been very helpful to Zuria, so we should complete this journey. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
Yeah, there is
One
that.
must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality.
That is the
Our
thing.
first priority would be to get her out of this state.
That is the thing, I guess. I mean, I am no psychologist or therapist or anything, but I suppose
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself.
but it was said that for people who have undergoing depression, PTSD, or any kind of mental illness, the first step would always be that they need to help themselves. Otherwise, even if how many people were to help them, it could end up to I don't know, making things worse, or yeah, well, that's always happened. Like I said, I am no therapist or psychologist, But from what I came across, that's what they always say.
And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again.
You'll have to give it a try.
There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
Don't we need to have her with us? I have a feeling. Anyways, let's go. I am just feeling, I don't know. Like, I have read that this is a very sad event, you know, but I have no idea of the amount of coping it's going to be in here. Charge into the evil lair, assaulting the water imp kingdom once more. Oh, this is the first one, right? What do we see? Oh, I see. So this is the mini game. Part of the mini game. I see. What is this? Quest item, mysterious book. Oh, it's the next part of the drawing, I guess. We have ruin guards here. Of course, as usual. I feel like I'm becoming an Ayaka main now. Or an Ayato main, I mean. I wanted to get Ayato's weapon, but I just don't have the primos. Sad. Very sad.
We're here again. This is the final part of Thelxie's journey, but the most important person is missing.
Yeah. Although Thelxie's here.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure. And then she'll be able to recover, right everyone?
Yeah, I'm sure she will. Let's think positive.
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
That's the only thing we can do.
Be careful, brave adventurers! Here come the evil monsters that stole the crown! They're... the deep sea cyclops! Let's beat them up!
Oh.
Sakura swirl!
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
There's no need to fear! Prince Thelxie looks stronger than ever today! He must be going all out!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Day's reckoning! Frost is coming! The depths beckon.
Oh, this is the final enemy, right? We'll reclaim the crown for you now, Your Highness!
This is order.
Kamisato art! Sumetsu! My apologies!
Be still.
I couldn't follow because it's so laggy. Oh my god. Oh no. This is the reason why I don't want to continue the Archon quest for now. I need to really upgrade.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends and I'm already very late.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you'd think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the name of your child?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps. We will go today to reclaim his crown and attend his coronation ceremony.
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find... Wait, look. They've already returned.
It must be hard for the doctor too.
We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place. Because we felt like you should be the one to preside over it.
It's just sad that she has forgotten the name of her son.
Wonderful, how wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you,
So
and soon,
sad.
very soon, you will never be lonely again.
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria. We'll describe everything for you.
Okay.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the rainbow bridge of old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by its beauty.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the rainbow bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler, Goddess Paimon, Fremine, and... Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see most. At that moment, the person suddenly appeared on the other side of the bridge. She walked towards him with a smile and slowly lifted her veil.
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Zuria walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said,
Gosh, this is making
"My
me tear
prince, my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely again."
That's the end of the story, Zuria.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you. Did you hear the story? You'll never have to feel lonely again. Maman loves you too.
What's happening? Is Zuria talking to Thelxie?
What is Thelxie saying?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
What the hell, mate? Remini walks up to you and pulls out his weapon before placing it on your head. So that's what else he's saying. I love you, Mama.
Mama. Mama loves you too.
But I love you more, Mamo.
Wait, what is this? He possessed Thelxie?
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again?
Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Mama will always hum for you.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace.
My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps.
I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Maman.
No. Oh my god. Oh no. Three days later from Renee's camp. Oh.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Where's Thelxie?
Why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zuria? Oh, if it's not good news, Paimon doesn't want to hear it.
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as well. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness. Of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to use her experience to help others.
That's wonderful! So it wasn't bad news after all.
Mm-hmm. Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If, at some point in the future, you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
But this is her son's story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
Don't worry, it's
I
just a
suppose it's
copy.
her.
She still has the
Yeah.
original. It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out.
Yeah,
After all,
me too.
fantasy is just fantasy.
True.
Paimon, Do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned, and he told her that he loved her.
Yeah, that's what we saw
She
too.
also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son.
I think the son sort of possessed
She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and she was filled with courage from head to toe.
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
So perhaps fantasy is not just fantasy after all.
But what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, the wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. That has to be what happened. You saw it too, didn't you?
But that can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
Yes, I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Ah. But wait a minute, weren't we supposed to get Thelxie as some kind of pet or something? I mean, it was here, right? Wait. Aww. Well, oh, I think we're going to get Thelxie. Furnishing. Well, alright. Okay, so that's it for the last, event story. And we will be moving on to the mini games. And that'll be it. That'll be for, the next video. Is it just me, or is my screen sort of glitching out? It's part of the wallpaper, isn't it? Definitely for sure it's part of the wallpaper. The glitching that's happening.